ADUs have so many great things going for them. Flexibility, a way to generate income, a place for friends and family, property taxes. Okay, that last one, not so much. So how does an ADU affect your property taxes? Our longtime homeowner clients say things like, if I had to pay today's property taxes, I couldn't afford to live here. What'll happen to my Prop 13 benefits if I build an ADU? Meanwhile, newer homeowners might be thinking, I inherited this house from my parents, so I pay really low taxes. What will change if I build an ADU? So before I dive into that, let me just introduce myself. I'm Caitlin, the CEO at Maxable, and we've educated thousands of homeowners who want to build ADUs. Our clients almost always have questions about tax implications. And lots of people mistakenly think that their new taxes is going to be based on how the entire property is reappraised after the ADU built. But it's not true. California follows a tax process called a blended assessment, which is a fancy way of saying that they're going to take the value of the new construction, your ADU, and they're going to add it to the tax basis of your main home. So your main house keeps its original tax basis. It doesn't get reassessed. So what is a tax basis? A tax basis is the fair market value of your home at the time you bought it. And then it's adjusted annually by up to 2%, and that's all the Prop 13 stuff. When your ADU is complete, it gets a separate tax assessment based on either the cost of construction or the market rate sales comparison. In California, the current property tax rate is around 1%. So then the two taxes are combined, and the total is your new blended property tax bill. So like your old tax bill, it can't go up more than 2% a year because of Prop 13. Okay, let's look at a real world example. Holly, who lives in Los Angeles, wants to build an ADU to rent out. She bought her house in 1998 for $340,000. Nice work, Holly. I really wish I could do that. By 2020, her property taxes were $6,300 a year. So Holly goes ahead, she builds this ADU, it's 450 square feet, and it cost her $140,000. So the ADU property tax was based on that construction cost. So the 2020 property tax rate in LA was just under 1%, it was 0.72. So the property tax for Holly's ADU, we're going to take the $140,000, times it by the tax rate, and get what that new addition to her tax basis will be. So her new blended annual property tax bill is going to be $7,308. So better yet though, if you're like Holly and you plan to rent out your ADU, you can also reap some nice tax benefits. The first month you list your ADU as available to rent, you can start depreciating the cost of the construction on your taxes. And that depreciation period lasts for 27.5 years. So what if you're in between tenants? You're not required to have a tenant in the ADU at all times in order to take this depreciation. The unit just has to be listed somewhere as available to rent. However, be aware that short-term rentals of less than 7 days are treated differently for depreciation purposes. But as of 2021, many jurisdictions actually don't allow you to rent an ADU for less than 30 days, in which case you will qualify for that depreciation. Here's a little golden rule of thumb. It allows you to ballpark your property taxes. Whatever your construction cost is, take slightly less than 1% of that, and you're probably pretty close to understanding how much your property taxes are going to increase. Whether or not you rent out your ADU, a blended assessment makes property taxes honestly a pretty fair deal. There are a lot of moving parts and pieces to ADUs and a lot to learn, which is part of the reason why I put a link to our free toolkit down below, which is going to give you a lot of those initial resources you need to get started. And Maxable knows something about this. We've conducted nearly 800 home evaluations at this point. And so we've helped homeowners navigate through the toughest challenges to get their ADUs built. And whether that's financing, design, or construction, we can help you. So give us a like and subscribe. And if you have questions, I will answer them below.